There was a time when events and places carried weight before they were understood. The reason isn't that people knew less. They encountered more. An unfamiliar road, a distant settlement, a ritual fire, a voice heard only once. These were not immediately explainable or shareable. They were in the body first, then they were held in memory. Meaning arrived slowly, often without words. Mystery was not a concept. It was the natural condition of experience. This innocence was due to proximity. Over long stretches of time, human culture learned to domesticate the unknown. Each step made life more stable, more survivable, more repeatable. But each step also carried a subtle cost. Experiences no longer needed to be inhabited in order to be known. Fire was one of the first portals. When flame became controlled, darkness changed. Night lost its depth. The sky became less instructional. The body no longer waited with uncertainty. Something ancient receded quietly. Tools followed, then settlements, then agriculture, then domestication. Each innovation solved a real problem, and each narrowed a field of perception. The land became predictable. Animals became owned. Movement became optional. Knowledge condensed into routines. Vastness shrank into function. This pattern did not appear all at once. It unfolded slowly, almost imperceptibly. Thousands of years could pass between one closure and the next. The body had time to adapt, meaning could reorganize itself. Then something changed. Writing moved memory outside the body. What was once carried in breath and repetition became stored, stable, and external. The voice lost its centrality. Presence gave way to record. The printing press accelerated this shift. Knowledge multiplied faster than it could be integrated. Meaning became private. Reading became solitary. Shared oral worlds dissolved into silent interiors. Industrialization followed. Then, urbanization. Craft gave way to production. Community gave way to anonymity. Objects lost their makers. Time became segmented. Movement accelerated. Electric light erased sacred darkness. Mechanized travel erased the transformational quality of distance. Mass print erased the gradual unfolding of stories.
Radio and television replaced imagination with standardized vision.
And finally, social media arrived. It arrived as a culmination rather than an invention. For the first time, the unknown itself became inefficient. Everything could be previewed. Everything could be explained in advance. Every place, every moment, every face could be accessed before it was encountered. Discovery no longer needed risk. Experience no longer required presence. Mystery became a defect to be corrected. This did not make life fake. It made it thin. What we lost was intensity. Intensity is not drama. It is not emotion. It is not novelty. Intensity is what remains when an experience cannot be replaced by its representation. As these thresholds closed, time itself began to compress. What once took millennia now took centuries, then decades, then years. Cultural change began to outpace the body's ability to integrate it, meaning no longer settled. Attention fractured. Experience became continuous but shallow. This acceleration is not random. It is aeonic. It signals pressure. Human history is not a straight line of progress. It is layered, recursive, and incomplete. Entire cycles may have risen and fallen without leaving durable traces. What survives in the archaeological record is not what was most meaningful, only what was most preservable. Stone remains, breath does not. This is why linear narratives of advancement feel increasingly insufficient. They explain function, but not experience. They describe tools, but not perception. They catalog inventions, but not what quietly disappeared as a result. What matters now is not returning to an earlier time. What matters now is reinteriorization. Not the rejection of technology, but the restoration of thresholds within stagnation. Not secrecy of the knowable, but depth. Not belief in something, but contact. Some works, emerging quietly across disciplines, art forms, and modes of speech, are beginning to operate at this level. They do not promise solutions. They do not oppose the world as it is. They reintroduce intensity. They create spaces that cannot be consumed quickly. They restore silence without removing sound. They allow mystery without withholding information. They speak to bodies shaped by acceleration without demanding regression. If something in you recognizes this pattern, not intellectually, but somatically, then you are already at the threshold. The unknown has not vanished. It has moved inward.